2026 looks insane for these returning isekai anime and you guys know and love. Maybe you didn't know these were getting a sequel, but this video will showcase 10 isekai anime that will return in 2026. Mark your calendars because things are gonna be exciting, I tell you.
君の安全を最優先にした結果だ。
自分の命と家族の命を守るために。
First up, we have the slice of life of reading books isekai anime coming back for a 4th season. This show is very underwatched, so this could be your chance to get on the train ride and check out this anime before the 4th season. Essentially though, this anime heavily leans on the slice of life genre where the protagonist reads books, gains knowledge, while having an extraordinary amount of mana and magic. Each season builds up very solid yet a simple story of how she will help people with their problems while sticking to her dream of reading books to learn even more. Sasuke and Peeps is another underrated isekai anime that is returning for its 2nd season in 2026, and this show is really just a hidden gem to look forward to.
だね、佐々木くん。これはすごいですよ。使い方いかんによっては我々の生活に大きな影響を与えかねない。ご無沙汰しております。星の賢者様。
Sasuke is just your average salaryman who buys a bird pet companion, and it turns out to be the bird is a wizard from another world. So Sasuke can now travel between 2 worlds freely and starts his very own business by selling items from the real world to the isekai and make big money by just ripping people off. Since Sasuke is a special person, he is also tasked with tracking down other special users that are abusing their powers and put a stop to them by being the hero that nobody expected him to be.
ロイヤルアイビー、フリーシア王国第一王女。私は邪魔者のラスボスで最低な女王だけど、それでもこの国を民を。
Does anyone even remember the most heretical last boss queen back in 2023? Yeah, I didn't think you would, due to how many people would actually skip villainous anime lately, but this show gets a sequel which I'm very excited to witness. Now, in the original Otome game, Pride, or Princess Ivy, is a princess who torments other people around her, and she's the final boss, by the way. But now, a girl dies suddenly and reincarnates into another world, the same Otome game that she plays, and becomes a princess named Pride. And everyone fears her, but she seems different. She no longer torments and bullies people like she does, but she's more kind. She now protects her family and keeps her country safe while progressing the story and prepares for the day that she will eventually die, as all villainous protagonists do. I think we all saw this coming, but one of the most popular isekai anime in the entire industry returns for its 4th season in 2026, and it's none other than Re:Zero. The epic story and battle against the authority of gluttony continues, at this time because our heroes will attempt to reclaim what was once lost, a place far in the desert known as the Agoria Dunes, that even the greatest swordsman Reinhard failed to conquer. In order to save Ram and the others who are asleep or have had their names devoured, Subaru is about to go on the riskiest, life-threatening journey yet to reclaim this lost land. Prepared to suffer with Subaru once more and witness him die and retry until the mission is a success.
だけだ。我が名はシャドウ。影に潜む。影を狩る者。
The Eminence in Shadow, the Lost Echoes arc is the continuation from the 2nd season, and this one is going to be a full movie to enjoy. This is probably one I'm very excited for, and many others included, just to watch Sid flex his aura on his enemies and be an absolute Chad we love him to be. There is not really much info about what the story will be about and when it does air next year, but it will, it will actually take a little bit more time for it to be translated for the rest of the world to watch when it airs. So all I gotta say is, prepare yourself for greatness, because boy am I ready to see this. It has been quite some time, but welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. I'm so glad it's returning for a 4th season in April of 2026.
チャンスをものにできない弓使いは生き残れねえ。堂々とみんなと一緒にいられてダリスに一緒に上がれるよ。
Irumas was sold by his parents to a demon named Sullivan, a rich guy who is also the chairman of the Demon Academy, where he will enroll Iruma as the only human being into a demon school. And now Iruma's life changed when he gets a big mansion to live in, family warmth and love, which he never actually did get in his old life because his parents were cruel, man, very cruel. However, demons can't find out that he's a human or else he will be their next meal, so he must keep this a secret and pretend to be a demon.
できるわけがありません。ようやく魔族の世の春を享受できそうね。
魔族と関わる。そんな考え自体が間違ってた。だけど。
We have another popular anime by the name of Moonlit Fantasy that returns for a 3rd season in 2026. The formula will pretty much be the same, but the story will hopefully introduce a new goal and new characters, including a villain. Now, the main character, Makoto, was called ugly by the goddess after getting summoned and was just thrown out. But as compensation, she granted him extraordinary demonic power, which makes him overpowered. And now Makoto wanders the wilderness, searching for other humans to interact with while suppressing his demonic aura using a magic ring so he doesn't scare people away. And by the way, Makoto doesn't lose. He always wins in this anime. Plus, the harem in the show is just a little bit of an added bonus for all the trouble that he finds himself in. Another very popular anime is Reincarnated as a Sword, which will get a 2nd season in October of 2026, which is a year away from when this video is created.
ステータス上昇効果だってある。負けるはずがない。せっかく剣に転生したんだ。いつか俺を装備してくれるやつを俺は強くしてやりたい。
私は黒猫族がし。
The return of the epic duo, a sword and a member of the Black Cat tribe, where they adventure together, battle monsters, and become stronger to not only avenge the cat tribe, but to also help others. This anime for sure is one of my most anticipated sequels airing next year. I just hope people haven't forgotten about it, even though it's been quite some time since the 1st season.
放っておくことなどできるわけもない。
敵は全員始末するだけ。
人心一族6人の1人です。
Skeleton Knight in Another World, a perfect reincarnation series for all the isekai lovers out there, and a story of a gamer becoming his own created character or avatar of a skeleton in knight in shining armor with super overpowered skills he can use. The 1st season focused a lot on saving or rescuing dark elves from being held hostage or captive by bad people, which was awesome to witness. You know, this is pretty much, Ainz Ulgon, his long-lost cousin who's fighting monsters and trying to get his human form, if he even can. But I'm very excited for this isekai nevertheless, for it to actually return next year.
なんとかしてこの場所をみんなを守らなくては。
大賢者ルールーシー様の出番ね。
And now for my final recommendation of this video, we have Farming Life in Another World. Everyone is so hyped for this amazing farming slice of life isekai that's making its return in 2026. Now, I doubt the formula for this anime will change much, but if you are looking for something simple but effective, slow living with farming and growing vegetables or expanding a harem, then you gotta watch this. Nothing will stand in this protagonist's way of having a peaceful life, protecting his farmland from dangerous monsters with his godlike farming tool, his 100 wives that help him tend to these lands. That is the ending for our isekai journey. Time to go back to reality, lose our powers, and suffer being an ordinary loser we were meant to be together. If you did enjoy, then please do drop a like, story support, and subscribe to stay notified of all my latest uploads here on YouTube. Take care, everyone, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.